Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've made a video. Just haven't really been doing much video worthy stuff, I suppose. Just a daily grind, going to work, coughing. Anyway, so I was driving my Ford Bronco body on my Traxxas Slash 4x4 couple weeks ago, I suppose, and yeah, she started making some odd noises and doing some weird things. Typical Ford, right? Anyway, I'm gonna look at it today. You know, I've been driving, I have all the other trucks, so I've been driving other ones, but you know, I've been putting this off, and I guess I need to figure out what the hell's wrong with it. So you're gonna come along with me on the journey and see what's broken and what it's going to take to fix. Oh yeah, one more quick thing. I'm at like 300 subscribers finally, which is amazing to me, you know. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you do like this stuff, or if you just enjoy seeing my beautiful face. Anyway, I really wanted to say thank you all for the support. You know, what is it gonna get me? God only knows, you know. I mean, I guess at some point maybe you get paid if you do this stuff, you know. I just do it because I enjoy making videos. I like to learn about how to edit things, you know, and it's just fun stuff. And I love the RC hobby. I love driving, fixing, breaking, having good times with my family. So yeah, that's why I do the videos. But if you like it, subscribe. Hit the button, help support. Thank you. Alright, so here she is in all of her beautiful gloriness. I love this body, man. I don't know. It's, I want to say Proline. It's been a while since I bought it, but I'm pretty damn sure it's Proline. And I'm pretty damn sure it's like a 1980 something Bronco sort of thing, but I freaking love this body. I don't know. I've always been a Ford guy. My dad always had Fords growing up. You know, the F-150s with the side windows, those little triangle windows that opened up and blew in your face. I worked at Ford for a while and really enjoyed it. I've always owned Fords. Well, not always, I guess. When I was a little punk-ass kid, I had a couple other cars, but I still drive Ford. So does my wife. What the hell am I even talking about? But anyway, so what the problem is something is locked the hell up on this thing. I don't think it's wheels, you know. I want to say, just guessing here, it's either front, rear diff, I guess, maybe the motor, I don't know. I'm just going to start tearing shit apart and see what I can come up with, because I want to drive this thing again, and right now it is, something is happening. Alright, so I think I'm going to start off with the motor cover, and we're going to see what's going on in there. That's really where I believe it's at, but time will tell here. So a couple of screws maybe, I don't know, I think it's just the one actually. Yep, there we go. So we're gonna pull that off and see what we have. Man, this thing is screwed up. I guess I'm going to pull the motor out next and see if it free spins, and we'll just slowly work it down until we find the problem. So to pull the motor out of this particular Traxxas, this is a Slash 4x4, nothing special. I bought it used off of some dude locally. It just needed to have the remote paired to the vehicle itself, and he didn't want to screw with it anymore, so he sold it, and I got it for freaking steal. It was like brand new when I got it. Now it's still pretty clean compared to some of my other ones, but it's definitely being used where it wasn't before. So you take off that little cover here. Like I said, this is a stock Slash 4x4. I don't think it was a platinum or ultimate or any of that. I think it was just a 4x4 because it had standard ultra shocks on there, which it still does. It did have a VXL though, so I guess maybe it was a 4x4 VXL. Anyway, you just take that screw out on the top, and you take that. Alright, so it's not the motor. Great. So what else? Must be somewhere in the drivetrain. Good times. Okay, so motor's pulled out. We know that that's not it. And look, oh baby, oh baby, she still ain't rolling, Captain. Oh my God. So let's see. I guess we're gonna have to look at the rear and then the front. See where this problem is. Okay, so if you've never taken these trucks apart, the whole rear end assembly comes off with just a couple of screws. So yeah, I think there's two on top and then maybe two on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these top two out. There's one here and one here. Alright, now I have the truck flipped over, and I'm going to remove this screw and this screw. With those 4 screws removed, in theory, we should be able to yank the hell out of this rear axle assembly, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, so, well, hey, look at that. That is rolling free as can be. Okay. So I don't think that's in the diff. The diff seems to be smooth. Okay, on to the next section. Alright, I'm going to see if I can yank out this slipper clutch. I think it just comes out. I haven't taken these apart as much as others, so bear with me here. But I think that's what I'm going to take out next. Alright, this is your slipper clutch, and it is stock on this model. I think this could be the problem. This bearing here, oh my God, it's locked up solid. I'm going to switch this bearing out, slap some of this crap back together, and see if it starts spinning. You know, one of these, God, how do I, let's see, this truck, any truck, you know, they all have bearings. They wear out, especially if you ride them in the water, and even if you don't, they eventually wear out. But I am somewhat, I don't do preventative maintenance on my trucks typically, I guess. I mean, I don't know, I guess I should, but I don't. So some preventative maintenance may have helped the situation. But now that I have uncovered the problem, I'm going to go ahead and pop this bearing off and throw another one on. So once you get into this hobby a little deeper, one thing you're going to want to have on hand is spare parts. So, you know, save your old stuff. Let's say you do an upgrade and it came with new nuts and bolts or whatever. Save the old stuff because that will come in handy later on. You know, and you're going to end up getting a bunch of different pinions and stuff and spurs, whatever. But thankfully, I do have these bearings. I bought a tube of them a while ago. And I don't know if that's the same one. Yep. So I could definitely get it changed out here and be back on the road pretty easily. Okay, so to get this bearing off, I had to use a screwdriver and just work it around. and then it eventually popped off. And then I'm gonna just take a look at it real quick. It's not blown out. All the balls are still in there, but they ain't spinning no more. Okay, new bearing is on, and she's spinning nice, so smooth. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. So now you're just gonna reverse the process. I guess, is there any other bearings? Nah. Clean that out, the hole out a little bit, I guess. Alright, so you're gonna reverse the process, just shove it all back together. And yeah, we're gonna see if it drives after that. I think that's all it was. Yeah, see, now it's free on the front end. So we'll put this, the whole clutch assembly back in there. Now we're just gonna shove the rear end back together, which I'm gonna do off camera because I'll probably be cussing a little bit, and then we're gonna just put it all back together. Alright, after a little well, it wasn't that bad actually. I mean, this thing, I hate doing that part of working on these trucks, putting that rear end back together. I'm not sure why, but I just do. I just hate it. Anyway, so you have 2 screws on top, 2 down below. So here's the 2 on top, and the 2 down below. You got 1 there and 1 there. Oh god damn it! See this? You see this? You can't see this. This is, I didn't get it underneath that stupid hump there, so I'm gonna yank it back apart. Much better. Now see, the thingy there sticks above the other thingy there instead of this thingy sticking on top of that thingy. So yeah, it's better now and it's good. So shove these 2 screws in, and then we can throw the motor back in. Alright, look at that. Smooth as butter. Okay, now we just gotta drop the motor back in. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that right now. I think it's fine. So when you put these back in, there's one pin down here, and you have this slot here. So the slot, you put it over that pin, and it kind of locks into place there. And then the whole motor swings over, and then you just line it up and set your gear mesh, and then you're good to go. Alright, so you have your 1 screw on the top of the motor here that goes into the motor plate, and then back into the nut there. This is how you're going to set your mesh. You want them gears to be just right for optimal performance. You don't want them too tight, you don't want them too loose. We've all been there. We've all stripped out pinions, or spurs I should say. We've all most likely broken a pinion, I guess, throughout the years. So you have to just get the feel for it. Traxxas, I think, or somebody tells you to do the paper test on it, which means to shove a piece of notebook paper between the gears and see how much mesh they have. I'm gonna leave it there. Whatever. I don't think it's gonna be bad. Little wire hold down thingy. As you can tell, if you've not fallen asleep yet throughout this video, my terminology for some of this stuff is very descriptive. So this thingy here, the wire hold down, screw it in, put it back to where you think it was, because it keeps stuff nice and tidy. So it's just the 1 screw, and then those should be secure. Alright, now you put your motor cover back on, which should just lay down in there. And that's one screw right in the middle, right there. Alright, so next we're going to take it out and see what it's looking like in action. Make sure it's running right. So essentially a road test. I ran these batteries last night. I just wanted to see how low they were. Me and my son were out there cruising. I don't feel like going and getting another battery, but ugh. Alright, well, those are too low to run, I do believe. So let me grab a fresh battery. Okay everybody, we got a charged battery now, so we're going to go run a lap in both directions out on the track and see how it performs. Well, it was a success. Just a simple little bearing. Good stuff. It was pretty fun to fix, you know, it's not that bad. Best part about these trucks is you can fix them. You don't have to, once it's broken, you know, you keep going. Obviously, it's what they consider hobby grade, so y'all probably already know that, but, you know, whatever. It's running pretty good, and I really appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll put a couple other links to some other videos up in there, and enjoy your day.